So one day I was traveling, and around lunchtime, I swung into this drive-through of a fast food restaurant just to grab a bite to eat. And the voice on the box sounded very friendly when she greeted me and took my order. I had no problem understanding her, and she got my order correct as she repeated it back to me and gave me my total. She kindly asked me to pull around to the window to pay, and as I pulled forward, something in the back of my head wondered if that was a real person. Maybe it's because a friendly, clearly spoken voice at a drive-through is not a common experience, at least not for me. My intuition was right. It was an AI-driven order-taking system, and the friendly voice behind the speaker wasn't a person at all. It was an AI bot. AI is coming at us fast, and it's best to be prepared and prepare our kids. Imagine waking up one morning and discovering that half the jobs people do today no longer exist. And it's not science fiction, it's happening right now. Artificial intelligence isn't coming someday, it's currently changing the workforce faster than any technology in history. The good news, not every job is at risk. The bad news, some jobs are already disappearing, and many more are about to face serious disruption. Today, we're going to look at three categories: jobs that AI is replacing right now, jobs likely to be replaced in the next few years, and jobs that could disappear over the next decade. And at the end, I'll tell you which jobs are probably the safest from AI and why. So let's dive in. The first group includes jobs that involve repetitive information processing, and these are jobs AI is replacing right now. These jobs are especially vulnerable because AI can perform them faster, cheaper, and often more accurately than humans. First one, data entry clerks. This is a no-brainer because for decades, businesses hired people to manually enter information from forms, invoices, and documents. And today, AI can scan documents, read handwriting, extract information, and enter data automatically. What used to require a team of people can often be handled by a single person supervising AI software. This is a big one, and of no surprise, I'm sure. Customer service representatives. Have you ever noticed when you contact a company, you're often talking to a chatbot first? That's not by accident. AI systems can answer thousands of customer questions simultaneously, and it never needs a break, doesn't need a vacation, and it doesn't require to pay them overtime. Many companies are reducing customer service staff and keeping only a small team to handle unusual situations. How about transcriptionists? Medical offices, law firms, and businesses often pay people to listen to recordings and type them out. But now AI can transcribe conversations in real time with remarkable accuracy. A task that once took hours, that can be completed in minutes. What about bookkeepers, especially some basic bookkeeping? AI powered accounting software can automatically categorize expenses, reconcile accounts, generate reports, and many small businesses no longer need a dedicated bookkeeper for routine work. And this trend is only accelerating. Now, let's talk about jobs that aren't gone yet but are clearly in the danger zone. Administrative assistants. They schedule meetings, manage calendars, take notes, they draft emails. These are exactly the types of tasks AI excels at. Instead of hiring multiple assistants, companies may rely on a single employee supported by several AI tools. How about tax preparers? Most tax returns follow rules and formulas. AI is becoming increasingly capable of identifying deductions, organizing your records, and preparing your returns automatically. Tax strategists and specialists will still exist, but routine tax preparation could become heavily automated. How about paralegals? Because a large portion of legal support that involves reviewing documents, searching records, and summarizing information. And these tasks AI can perform incredibly well. Lawyers aren't disappearing, but many law firms may need fewer support staff. Here's a big one: entry-level software developers. This one surprises a lot of people. AI can already write code, debug code, and generate entire applications from a simple prompt. Software engineers aren't going away, but companies may need fewer junior programmers. How about copywriters and basic graphic designers? You need a blog post? How about an email campaign? Social media graphic? AI can create all those in seconds. And so people who provide generic content may face increasingly in competition from machines. The professionals who focus on strategy, creativity, and branding, they will still remain valuable. How about fast food order takers? Just like in my story in the beginning, AI voice ordering systems are already being tested and deployed. They don't get tired, they don't call in sick, and they can process orders all day long. Now, jobs that could be replaced in the next decade, let's look a little bit further into the future. Now, these jobs may not disappear completely, but technology could dramatically reduce the number of people needed. How about truck drivers and taxi drivers, rideshare drivers? Millions of people earn a living driving trucks. But autonomous driving technology continues to improve every single year. And the same technology affecting truck drivers could transform Uber and taxi services. A fleet of autonomous vehicles don't need drivers. If self-driving cars and trucks become reliable and legally approved, one of the largest occupations in America could face a massive disruption. How about warehouse workers? Modern warehouses increasingly rely on robots guided by AI vision systems. The future warehouse may need fewer pickers and more technicians who maintain those machines. How about scientists and researchers? Imagine an AI that can read every scientific paper ever published, remember every experiment, analyze millions of data sets simultaneously, and work 24 hours a day and generate tons of new hypotheses. A human scientist might read 100 papers in a year. An advanced AI could read 100 million. And we're already seeing early signs of this in drug discovery and material science. Future AI systems may become the world's best cancer researchers, biologists, chemists, physicists. Humans may become supervisors of AI-driven research rather than primary researchers themselves. What about financial advisors and analysts? Many advisors spend much of their time building portfolios, analyzing investments, running retirement projections, and these tasks are highly automatable. Future AI may know every stock, they know every ETF, every tax strategy, every market trend instantly. The advisors who survive will likely function more like coaches and behavioral counselors. What about medical doctors? This can surprise a lot of people because doctors do two primary things. They diagnose and they plan treatments. And AI is becoming incredibly good at pattern recognition. Future AI may diagnose diseases like cancer, heart disease, infections, and other rare diseases. And they can do it more accurately than most physicians. As far as treatment, AI can compare millions of patient records and outcomes. Future AI may recommend treatments better than any specialist can. And doctors will still be needed, but needed for things like surgery, bedside care, maybe delivering difficult news, but also building trust with their patients. So doctors won't disappear, but fewer may be needed. We talked about paralegals before, but what about lawyers themselves? Because much of law is just information retrieval. AI can already review contracts, analyze case law, draft legal documents, and find precedents. And in the future, AI may become the equivalent of a world-class attorney for routine legal matters. And human lawyers may focus more on jury trials, negotiations, high-stake disputes, and relationship management. Other occupations that could evolve with AI, things like architects, engineers, pharmacists, teachers. The list of jobs that can be disrupted with AI it's pretty extensive. But there are jobs that are likely to survive. Some jobs are much safer because they require things AI struggles with. So jobs that are fall in the skilled trade category. Think about electricians, plumbers, HVAC technicians, welders. These jobs require physical problem solving and constantly changing environments, and they're much harder to automate than sitting behind a computer. Think about healthcare professionals, nurses, physical therapists, other caregivers. Patients want human interaction, empathy, and trust. AI can assist with healthcare workers, but replacing them entirely, that's a whole other story. Here's one that I think is safe. Sales professionals, especially high ticket sales. People still buy from people. Building trust, understanding emotions, and influencing decisions remain highly human skills. What about entrepreneurs and business owners? Business owners who learn to leverage AI may become some of the biggest winners. So instead of competing with AI, they'll use it to increase productivity and profits. Think about leaders, coaches, and educators. People follow people. Leadership, mentorship, coaching, and inspiration are difficult to automate because they rely heavily on human relationships. But if there's one lesson to take away from this video, it's this. AI isn't just replacing jobs, it's replacing repetitive tasks. The people who thrive in the future won't necessarily be the smartest people. They'll be the people who learn how to work with AI instead of competing against it. The safest path may not be finding the perfect job. It may be building skills, businesses, investments, and income producing assets that allow technology to work for you. Because in the age of AI, leverage will matter more than ever. And if you want to know the best way to create an income producing asset without investing capital, be sure to check out our partner program on www.income-automation.com. If you found this video helpful, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow along as we explore smarter ways to build wealth, create cash flow, and thrive in the future economy.